Anxiety Stitchers. I'm Katie.
I'm Laura.
And it is December 29th, so no nice list presents to open.
Nope. We were getting a little bit of withdrawal over here, so we thought we would pop on and show you
what we stitched on during the 12 days of stitching and what we have continued to maybe stitch on a little bit after Christmas here.
Just to see how we did.
But this
we
is
know
just a
we
recap.
showed it to you as we went along, but this will put everything all together.
Yeah.
Want me to show mine first?
Sure.
Okay.
What was your day one?
Day one was Rose Air Blooming by Summer House Stitchworks. Let me move my finger off of her logo. And I love this one. And what I did is I finished up the outer border and I started filling in the burgundy around the edges too.
Pretty.
So this one was already a whip.
My day one, I actually pulled back out after Christmas and finished it. So I did the hands-on design cookie exchange this year. So, and I hadn't been able to show you guys a pattern just because a cover photo didn't exist. So this is how it's turned out. And I have the finishing materials in our handy dandy book sleeve here. So I will hopefully FFO this before next Christmas.
Because you have everything for it. All of the trim.
The only thing I don't have is a board to mount it on right now.
Okay. My second one is Reindeer Dreams by Rosewood Manor. I should have said that my first one was stitched on... Oh, I don't even know if I can tell you. I had the tag somewhere. It's Picture This Plus fabric. I know that. That's what I know. My second one is stitched on 32 count Arctic Glacier from Seraphim Fabrics. And I just started the border.
And it's Reindeer Dreams, right?
Yes.
Did you show the pattern?
I did show the pattern.
I was getting my stuff up, so I missed that part.
I did. So I got part of the border in there. That was not a prolific day.
My next piece that I worked on was Satsuma Street, Deck the Halls. And this is the pattern.
So cute.
I did not make very good progress. This is year 2, and my progress is kind of pitiful, guys. There you go. I just didn't get a lot of stitching time in on this one either year.
Oh, do you have a picture of this one?
Yes, I do.
So my next one is Caterpillar Cross Stitch Deck the Halls. And mine is being stitched on this blue snow. And no fear, I have my fabric doubled over. So I started at the bottom, and you'll see Katie's in a little bit, and hers is from the top. But I have a headless gingerbread man. I don't know if somebody already started eating or what.
I think my number 3 piece... the order's gonna get a little fudgy here, guys. Where's the full thing? There it is Holly and Hearts, the mystery sampler club from Lizzie Kate. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated to start this one, but it actually turned out to be one of my most fun stitches during this whole thing. So there you go. This was a start for me. I started this year, and I feel like I made a really good progress on pattern number 1 of this. It's a 3-part pattern. So this obviously shows all 3 parts together.
I am trying to find the picture. I just have to get back far enough. There we go. Okay. So my next one is Winter Chalkboard from Hands On Design. And this is the one that was in the magazine. So it's not one that you're going to find readily. And I have the teeniest, tiniest little start. It's right there. I have this huge piece of fabric, and that's what I got done this year. So I obviously did not come back to mine when we got to the end. You ready with your next one?
Yes. My next one is Abominable Bundle from Plum Street Samplers. And I did not make fabulous progress on this. I didn't have the best stitching circumstances while I worked on this one. But because it's winter, it's not Christmas, this one is staying out, and I plan to work on this in January. Because I really like this one, and I've enjoyed doing these. They're not really all stacks, but you guys know what I mean.
Part of that series, anyway.
Yes.
Okay, number 5 for me is Beggar's Christmas by Threadwork Primitives. And I just did some fill-in the gold down here. Mine is being stitched on 40 count fabric from Picture This Plus. And it is tiny to see, but I got a lot in there. So, that was 5.
My next one was a Flamingo all the way, which I folded up here. There's a lot more fabric on this, but there you go. I kind of folded it to ornament size for you. And it's from Hands On Design. And this one I started and finished, and I still have the last one in the series to do next year. I'm really enjoying actually spreading the patterns out each year.
Are you?
I am.
Okay, number 6 for me is Silent Night by Country Cottage Needleworks. It's one I've had for a while. And it was a new start. I have it all folded in. Okay, and this is one that you guys voted on, so I just have this much. But I wanted to show you that the etoile, we hold that top side.
Mm-hmm.
The etoile will be really pretty on here with all of this. So that's what I will be doing.
My next one was a very surprise finish for me.
Because that is a ginormo. Well, you already had the cup done, didn't you?
I had all of the cup done except for this handle over here, which when we did our 12 hours with everybody, I had run out of time on some other things. I'd spent extra time. So me pulling this out was simply putting this handle on during that 12-hour stitching session. So yeah, I did all of that. I love it so much.
My next one, number 7, is My Christmas List from Silver Creek Samplers. We almost had a cat fight. And I am stitching mine on a 32 count linen from Heavenly Creations. There's no name, and they aren't in business anymore. But I finished the angel. She has a head, and I started on the bed. So I made pretty good progress. Are you noticing a theme? I worked on mine. Katie finished hers.
Hey, no. However, I think this is the next one, and I did finish this one. Souvenirs of the Heart. I can't remember. It's the Christmas one, but I can't remember what the full name is. Mine is stitched over too on like 28 count. This is a scrap of fabric, so it came out really big. However, the model on the cover is stitched 1/1 and is so petite. So there you go. Another really pretty one.
Number 8 for me is First Day of Christmas. I'm doing the sampler, but my fabric looks more like the tree. It is 36 count. I want to say it's caramel macchiato from Fiber on a Whim. And I got the border put in the alternate color because the sampler actually calls for a black border. So, but I liked it softer.
My next one may not come out again in this form. It is My Christmas List from Silver Creek Samplers. I love the pattern. However, I do not love my 40 count fabric. That is opalescent for this. So Mom talked me into finishing this top portion here, family visits, and that might just get turned into like a pin cushion or something.
Because that would be an adorable pin cushion.
Yeah. And then I think I'm going to buy some Fabric Flare fabric before next Christmas and do it on that because I enjoy working on it, and I just think it will make the whole experience a lot more pleasant for me to stitch this.
We really like their fabrics, especially their the fabrics for the holiday pieces. Mm-hmm. Number 9 for me is Christmas Land by Raise the Roof. I'm stitching this on 32 count Serenade linen from Color and Cotton, and I made it over with the lettering to the halfway point. I haven't gotten the picture over that far, but I got a lot done. I just had in the church and the word Christmas Land, I think, when I started. So That was a lot to get done. And I really like how it's looking on here. Although it is completely different. I use the overdies that it calls for, but like my trees look completely different than this. So it is what it is.
Okay, so now is my deck the
Number
halls
9
by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And this is how far I got. So when I put this away last year, all I had was hang and the bell. So there you go. This one was kind of intimidating to me. I wasn't pulling it out because I was like, oh, there's a lot to go, and I made no progress during the first round of stitching on it. So I feel better now.
That's kind of how I am on this next one. I have Repeat the Sounding Joy by Kathy Barrick, and it's on 40 count Seraphim fabric in the colorway Finnan. And that's what the picture looks like. And this, I mean, I can show you all the way opened up. This is what I got done. So I did get the bottom snow all the way across. And I started filling in the water. But it will be a long time. But, you know, the silk is just a very different color than what's shown on the pattern.
That's funny because my next one was very different colors than what was shown, at least to me, on the pattern. I saw it very differently. So it is Home for Christmas by Plum Street Samplers. So I ended up converting my colors, ripping out what I'd put in during the 12 hours and putting this back in Cauldron. I don't know if you guys are really going to get the true color right now. We don't have the best light. But that's how far I got. And I feel like once I get this border in up here, it's going to be fairly easy stitching. Like this could potentially be close to finish next year.
Okay, number 11 for me was Early Christmas Morning by Blackbird Designs. I'm working on the top, the box top. And I think I did okay. Yeah, I think I just closed in my circle and put the star on there. This is on 36 count Stars Hollow from R&R Reproductions.
My number 11 was also a Blackbird, and it was a finish from the 2013 Just Cross Stitch Christmas, not Halloween, Christmas issue.
Katie's very much more Halloween than Christmas.
Yeah. But I have loved this one ever since I found it in the issue last year. So I'm really excited.
I'm noisy here.
Okay, what was your number 12?
Number 12 is Home for Christmas, and it's on 36 count Winter Brew. It's from Plum Street. It's the same one Katie just showed. Mine came as a kit. So I have all the stuff. And
it's the original kit because we got it from Dying to Stitch, which is who it was made for.
So I got quite a bit in.
And my final one, no water for you.
She will stick her whole head
into
in the
my
water
cup. Yes. This is not actually FFO. This was me testing out a frame. But I just left it in here. Is Christmas Eve by Prairie Schooler. So I think I am going to keep it in this frame, and I'm going to put some pretty trim here up at the top to kind of help with the proportions a little bit. But there you go.
Okay, then I pulled out. So Katie went back and finished 6 of your 12.
Well, I finished 5 of them during the 12 days, and I went back and finished Cookie Exchange for number 6 after Christmas.
Okay, and in the meantime, we also... Let me see if I can find these for you. I don't think I'll have all of them. But Katie and I... Come on, which way? That way. Katie and I went through and finished a bunch of these cute little sweaters from Cross Stitcher magazine, and they were like ugly sweater contest or something like that.
They're all on the same design, but on one of the next pages it showed it done as an ornament, and we thought it would be an adorable little gift for our friends.
Me and the thing. We are not friends. So we worked on these in between. It kind of interrupted what we were doing with everything else, but our friends are totally worth it.
They are.
And I think we're missing just one in here.
Yes.
The one with the trees, and I don't know why we don't have it. But, so we did those, and those little suckers had about 1,000 stitches apiece in them.
Yes. And actually, Mom and I each did 4.5 because the last one was kind of a tag team effort.
And Katie did all the finishing on them, which she did the first one, figured out what to do. And then I messaged her and said, hey, I just watched a FlossTube. Go watch the beginning. It'll tell you how to finish these things. So it was great. But then I pulled out Noel.
Which you had intended to do during
Yes.
May 12, and it had just gotten buried from last year.
It had. So this is by Modern Folk Embroidery. It's on 36 count. I just looked at it. 36 count. No, 32 count Irish cream hand-dyed linen from R&R Reproductions. And I used Hollyberry, Classic Colorworks Hollyberry floss for this. And really, it did not take me a long time to do it. I had this outside border, and I had the outline of this circle in. And we got on the chat with Garon Toten Bags on Sunday, and I got most of it done. I really just had, I think I had one little quadrant left to do by the time the chat was over. So it went really quickly, and I was really, really happy with that. And this is a sleeve Katie picked. These are just sleeves for us. And this is when I tried out stuff. Oh,
yes.
My gosh.
We never offered this
Gold lame.
publicly because she was like, I do not want to run this stuff through my machine ever again.
And I even put, I don't know if you can see it, I even put gold thread up there through the top.
It's such a fancy sleeve.
It is a fancy sleeve, and I love to put things in it. And I had moved this over here. I had something in here prior to this, and that's why I couldn't find it. I wasn't looking for it to be in this. So anyway, I'm happy that I got that done. And then just this morning, I had another finish.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I feel like I had a really good month of finishing things.
You did.
And you didn't really finish a lot of your 12-day things. You've finished things since then. And so Mom's feeling pretty good about herself now too.
I got on a crazy kick where what I wanted to stitch was Summer ABCs by Little House Needleworks. And I ended up stitching half of the thing. I'm stitching it on banding, and it just went really fast. And our friend Chloe in Australia was co-hosting
Summer solstice.
A summer solstice Sal because they're in Australia. And I thought, oh, perfect excuse. I'm going to keep stitching. It's what I want to work on.
Yeah.
So I did.
Because Mom is just kind of a whatever she wants to work on is what
I'm a sweetie.
Yeah. She's just going to work on it. So she doesn't like being told what to do, even by herself.
So coming up soon, we will have our 22, talking about telling somebody what to do. We will have our 22 choices for our 22 new starts that we are going to do on this week, Friday and Saturday, during our chats with the Black Needle Society.
So if you're wondering about that, we have 12 hours of stitching planned with you guys. So we're basically switching projects every half hour. We may even have timers set of some kind to keep us on track. And yes, there is an extra hour in there for shenanigans and all of that between the 2 days.
So please be patient with us, because normally we're paying you guys a lot of attention during these chats. And it could be that we are really, really focused trying to get some things done. I am contemplating going in ahead of time and getting the starting spot marked just so that I can pick it up and stitch for a half hour. I mean, a half hour, you guys.
She's dying to start working on these things.
She is too. Don't let her fool you. We were out today and she was talking all about it. But But it should be fun, and we're looking forward to it. We always enjoy sitting and chatting with you guys.
And this is kind of this is our tradition. So we're not doing any like hashtag with this or anything. This is just kind of our tradition where we start a bunch of projects for the beginning of the year that we want to work on throughout the year. We don't have any delusions about getting massive progress on any of these, but it takes away the starting point on things so we don't have to deal with it later on.
It has taken us a lot of time to put together 22 projects each. I cannot imagine what Jen of 24 hours of cross stitch, I can't imagine the amount of time that she and her mom are putting in to do
222.
It's 222 mini whips.
Yeah.
So, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, go find, I would have to look at what she is on here, but she does the 24 hours of cross stitch, and her mother is Lee. So Lee is on making her project bags that match or that coordinate with the projects she's doing. Yeah, no, mine aren't that fancy. Mine are just throwing in whatever I could find.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been fun getting prepped though for our 22. So we will show you all of those. Probably we'll film tomorrow when there's hopefully more
Better
daylight.
light.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm gonna say, are we good?
Let's tell the times for Friday and Saturday.
Okay, so Friday's chat is Central Time, starts at 6 p.m. and we will go through midnight. So we're gonna stay out. We're not gonna get to midnight and say bye.
Yeah,
no. We're celebrating with you guys.
We're kind of night owls, so we may strategically place a project we want to work on for a while toward the end and just keep going. And then Saturday, we will be on at 3 p.m. and go until at least 9 p.m. So that should cover, like, we know we have friends in Australia and we have friends in the UK, and everybody should have a chance to get on at a time that is at least a little more normal if you want to. And friends all across the United States and Canada in all different time zones. So we know it worked well to have a couple of different times the last time we did this. So
So we hope to see you there, and we'll pop another video up here before that chat happens, and you can see all the madness of us starting 50 billion things if you hop on with us. So
it's always fun to watch us just totally lose it.
With that, I'm going to say have a wonderful new year. We hope to see you there. Bye, guys.